more research about Cesar E. Chavez, but I don't know anything about him. Who can tell me something about Cesar E. Chavez? Oh, I can tell you a thing or two about Cesar Chavez. Who are you? Cesar Chavez is a civil rights leader for migrant farm workers and for civil rights for them. Oh, look, here is a picture of Cesar Chavez protesting grape farmers for better payment and treatment. There is also another quote that says, "The fight is never about grapes or lettuce. It's always about people." Thank you for that. That was really helpful. And while you were talking, I was doing a little bit of research on his timeline. So, on March 31, 1927, he was born. And on 1938, him and his family lost their farm and house during the Great Depression. In 1962, he founded the National Migrant Farm Worker Association. In 1966, he started a 250-mile march from Delano to Sacramento. And on August 8, 1994, President Bill Clinton gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom after his death. Oh my gosh, look what I just found out on my phone. It looks like his early life. Let's read it. Cesar grew up on a farm in Yuma, Arizona, with his 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Cesar's best friend was his brother. Cesar and his family lived in a doghouse built by their grandfather. Cesar and his family owned a farm. Sadly, they lost their farm during the Great Depression when he was around 11 years old. So they packed everything they owned and moved to Northern California. Cesar's family, including the kids, worked as migrant farm workers. Cesar went to 35 different schools because migrant farm workers moved place to place. Also, the teachers were tough on him. One time, the teacher made him wear a sign that said, "I'm a clown, I speak Spanish." Cesar stopped going to school after he graduated 8th grade because his dad was in an accident and he had to go help his family. Now back to you, Sophia. Wow, that's great information for his early life. I'm going to tell you about his adult life. When Cesar was 19 years old, he joined the Navy. After 2 years, he returned to California to marry Helen Fable in 1948. He worked on the fields for a few years until he got a job at the Community Organization, CSO. When Cesar worked at the CSO, he worked for civil rights of Latinas. In 1962, Cesar quit the CSO job to start a union for migrant farm workers. When Cesar started the new union, other farm workers agreed and joined Cesar to make a better future for all labor food workers. Cesar's first major strike was against grape farmers. Cesar marched 340 miles from Delano, California to Sacramento, California. When Cesar started the march, he started with 67 supporters by the time he reached Sacramento. He had more than 1,000 people with him that joined his cause along the way. In the end, the grape farmers agreed to treat the migrant field workers fairly by signing a contract with the union. After decades, the Union would grow and continue to fight for migrant farm workers. Cesar passed away in his sleep on April 23, 1993, in St. Louis, Arizona. Over 50,000 people attended to his funeral. And that was his early life. Wow, that's a really cool adult life facts. Alright, I have some fun facts, but only 3 though. One time, Cesar fasted for 36 days to help bring attention for fair treatment of farm workers. Many celebrities fasted with him. Fun fact 2. Cesar was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom after his death for being a civil rights leader to many migrant farm workers. Fun fact 3. Cesar read a lot and was influenced by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to do peaceful protests. And that was 3 fun facts about Cesar E. Chavez. Back to you. Wow, that is really good fun facts. I also looked up his character traits and extra information. Let's read the character traits first. Let's see what it says. Cesar E. Chavez is a very thoughtful for other people because he wanted farm owners to treat the labor and migrant farm workers fairly. He peacefully fought for better pay and better working conditions because labor and migrant farm workers didn't have water, breaks, or bathrooms in the fields. Alright, now next is extra information. After moving to California, his family lived in a poor barrel called Salibreros, which means escape if you can. Cesar and his wife had 8 children. Cesar was a vegetarian. And that's all I have on here right now. And that was my presentation of Cesar Chavez. And it was me the whole time.